Good day, everybody. My name is the Dip Collector. I'm an admin of the Mickey Be Fresh Patreon group. Today I've got a special guest here. It's Josh Psylock of the digital physical, is it?
Physical digital.
Project.
Physical digital.
Physical digital
Yeah.
NFT project. Josh, I've known you for some time. You were a member of our Patreon group, and at some stage I sort of lost touch with you.
Mhm.
But someone sent me an invite to a Discord server, and I normally don't click on these things, but it must have been someone I know pretty well, so I clicked on it, and I came to your channel, and I saw that it was a pretty special NFT project, and yeah, that's why you're here. That's why we invited you. I hear your NFT mint is going quite well. You only got like 50 left now.
Yes. We don't have
Uh,
a whole lot left. We're doing quite well. Very fortunate that way.
okay.
And I'm happy
But
you found the project.
Sorry? Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
happy
I'm
you found
happy
the
too.
project.
I have the number 19, so I was in quite early. Josh, I watched some of your videos on YouTube, and I was pretty amazed that you started martial arts at such a young age. You were
Mhm.
actually called the Calgary Karate Kid. Uh, can you tell us something about all these things you did? Because I looked into all these different sorts of what's it called, like karate. You did nunchakus, you did the bow staff, you do these
Mhm.
swords, you did so many things. Can you tell us something about that?
Well, I started martial arts when I was 3.5 years old, and there was I guess, when I was really young, Dad got me into it. He got me into Taekwondo initially, and did that for a couple of years, and then switched me to another club, which was full contact at the time, Goju Kai, and I got was it two black eyes, I think the first day, and you had to fight. You had to wear a mouth guard, you had to trim your nails, and your that's about it. And but it's kind of interesting. You get you when you train like that, then you'll find that you learn how to defend yourself very quickly. Of course, training like that nowadays, unarmed head hit insurance is. Last time I looked into it, it was I think $6,000 a month. So yeah.
Wow, wow. Are you still training? Are you still active in the sport?
I don't partake in tournaments anymore, but mostly I do things once in a while. I'll train private lessons if I find a student that I like to teach, and sometimes I do female self-defense lessons. Kind of just it's one of those things that you never lose. And with this project, it's fantastic because now I have another opportunity to do demonstrations for people again in a new, unique way.
Yeah, and I was surprised from the beginning when I started watching your videos that you were such good friends with the camera, and that's probably because you were interviewed so many times at a young age, I think. And I saw you giving demonstrations, like 45 minutes demonstrations on a stage for loads of people, explaining whatever you were doing. That was pretty brave, buddy. Yeah,
Yeah, the and some of those stuff, just for people, I guess, if they ever wanted to see it, it's in the Discord under the Who is Josh Psylock. And I was asked to put some of my credentials and some of those old recordings on there. So they're also on my YouTube channel if people wanted to check it out. But yeah, it's Josh when I was just a little tyke. But yeah, I love performing in front of people, and it's certainly a passion of mine.
okay. Well, when people are visiting your YouTube channel, I advise them to watch that fire sword video because that was that was really exciting. I watched it twice. It was pretty cool. Josh, when did you come up with the idea to make an NFT collection?
Wow. So okay, in January, actually, well, late December, uh, I decided that, hey, you know what, I think I want to make something here. I looked at I was in the XRP community, and I saw what Aesthets was doing, and I was kind of thinking, well, if I was going to make a fidgetal, what would it look like, and kind of what are my skills, and just kind of thought, what, I think I want to do green screen recording. And initially I was only going to do a couple, but then I thought, what, I think I can do this in a way where I can add more variety, but add it still as keep it like a smaller collection. And so in January, I started learning how to kind of do everything from green screen recording, lighting, After Effects. The retakes sometimes, it's definitely some steep learning curves, and just, had a lot of fun going through that creative process and doing all parts of it, with the acting, the costuming, and the works. But it was a lot of fun, and even like learned about how to create stuff on a blockchain, and how to create a smart contract, and do the website, set up a Discord. Just lots of fun, lots of learning.
So you had no experience doing that whatsoever before you started. You just sort of went all in, so to say.
Yeah, I did.
Wow, that's amazing. So you got 500 NFTs, and they're all special. There's none of them are the same. Uh, and you've got seven special ones, haven't you?
But the collection has lots of different traits. I think last time I counted, there were 70, something like that, 270 traits for 444 right now. So I'm really curious, because I don't even know what the rarity is, but I spent probably around 20 hours just doing the Excel sheet so that it could have an element of rarity. And Nifty is, we've already been in contact with Nifty to do the rarity for us after the collection has been minted out. But I don't even know what it's gonna look like. I'm sure we're gonna have some conversations.
It's going to be difficult to put a rarity to these, I think. I Songbird, you're on Songbird, and you just launched, like, what was it, the 17th of June?
Yes, the 17th.
And so Flare was already so close to launch. Why did you choose to pick Songbird?
Well, we had, I knew that Flare was going to be coming up, but there was so many variables. I didn't really know what Flare was going to happen with Flare. And even now there's still just day to day still changing with Flare. So at least Songbird, I knew that Songbird was going to get, things were going to be tested first there, and new technologies are going to be tested first there before they get put on Flare. And I knew that XLS20D wasn't ready yet with XRP Ledger, and it couldn't handle the type of NFTs that I'm doing. So I thought, what, Songbird, I like the way it scales. I like the network fee. I like that it's scalable, and I like the team. So thought, what, I'm going to put my work on there.
Hmm. And then you made a small collection. Is there a special reason why you made such a small collection?
Yeah, for sure. One of the reasons I did the small collection is, I guess the first one is because of the amount of time to create each NFT. I gave myself a quota over a period of 6 months of making 2 to 3 NFTs a day. And, sometimes I worked between 8 to 14, 15-hour days. It kind of depends on the day. Sometimes it was longer. You kind of get in a groove. Sometimes you forget what you're doing. But yes, it was my full-time job, I guess, creating this collection. I didn't have any other work at the time, and I haven't worked in over a couple of years now. So I thought once I had this collection, I just kind of put my all into it. And I kept the collection kind of small at 507, and I wanted to create more of a, I guess, more of a family environment, more of a community, and create something that wasn't made really for flipping, but that was going to benefit holders in residual income in the network's main token.
Hey, and then I heard you talk about the second collection. Are you going to do that one on Songbird as well? And is it in the near future? Do you have a date set for that
No
already?
date.
Okay, still
No
oh,
date.
okay.
I'm still working on it.
You're not going to
I've
do
had a
a
couple of
UK one.
passes.
I said you're
I'm
not
still
going to.
working on it.
Okay, okay, okay. Hey, And then Flare, XRP, Songbird. I mean, is it just going to be Songbird, or are you also going to move to these other chains? Are you going to do things on these other chains?
Yes, absolutely. And that's, I think, one of the benefits of the model that I've chosen is very much like a standard business model with a rebate, but only the rebate would be in a blockchain type of way. And so it can apply to just about any chain we want to launch on. Of course, I've got an affinity of love for XRP and Flare and Songbird. So I think that the most likely scenario is that I launch on XRP and maybe even Flare next.
Can you can you explain something about the utility, because your series has a utility, very special one, I think,
Absolutely. And
special setup.
yeah, so there's essentially three different categories. We've got the Seven Samurai, the which is just in the collection, number 1 to number 7. And although they are in the same collection of the 507 total, those first 7 have different perks. They give each one of those holders a 1 free mint out of every single collection that's launched on any chain with the project. Except for like limited partner collabs or like a physical item 1 of 1 kind of, which makes sense, right? And then we've got the Ronin, which you'd have to have a celestial key, which a lot of people have seen. It's beautiful art that was created by a dear friend of mine and you can see that on Sparkles. So you get, if you have one of those celestial keys and one of the celestial samurai, which is the mint that's currently in progress, but I don't anticipate that we'll have many of those left for too long. But yes, so 1 to 1, that makes a Ronin and it pays out a higher percentage. So essentially what we do is instead of giving a discount right off the bat, we do a rebate. So we take after taxes, which is I set aside 25% in an account everybody can see in Songbird. There's links to it in the Discord on the website. And then there's it's called a holder pool, which is essentially just a rebate pool of funds, and that those funds are broken up over the period of 12 months, and they're kind of divvied up into percentages and returned per month. So the standard Genesis a 1 or the Celestial Samurai by itself will return around 30%. It may fluctuate up or maybe a little bit down, but it's going to be around there. Mostly it'll be up from there over the period of 12 months. So it'll be once a month, and then probably 40 to 45% or so for the Ronin. And then it will be higher return for the 7 of the Samurai 7. So essentially how this works is that first collection, the huge utility and power of it is that it not only rewards back in the rebate from the first collection that's sold, but all the other future collections as well on whichever network. So say we launch on XRP and then wrap it and get FLR. So now all of a sudden those people with that first collection can get FLR back for owning it and divvied up and paid a percentage. And it could be the same way with XRP or whatever network we wanted to launch on as things go forward, and we can kind of shift with the industry if we, but it's essentially always broken up over a period of 12 months.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a very exciting way you set it all up, and the way you are so transparent. And I saw this tutorial you did on the Songbird Network. And are you planning to do some more of these? Because
Yes,
I really liked
absolutely.
it. I mean, I think people are still sort of afraid to move around in the Explorer, and you had a great way of explaining it.
Well, thank you very much. I think tutorials are pretty important for adoption and for people to learn how to use it. And sometimes people get afraid and they think they might break something, but it's pretty hard to break stuff with the Explorer when you're just going and looking through. So I'll certainly try to do some more of those. And if anybody has some questions about that, I know that we've got people like Mickey B. Fresh and even Flare community that do some awesome stuff. And if anybody has some questions and wanted like a tutorial, I can make one, or even just show them with a share screen in Discord. I don't mind taking time to help people out.
Josh, you got a great YouTube channel. I think if people want to know more about your project, that's the place to go. Is there something else you wanted to say before we're going to wrap it up?
Yeah, for sure. You can join the Discord. There's certainly lots of friendly people there. The Mint is still going at this period of time in which we're doing this recording at www.physicaldigitalmint.xyz. And the website is www.physicaldigitalnft.ca. And by all means, you can also see, where I'm at. I live in Grand Prairie, Alberta, and my background is I've got a Red Seal parts person ticketed and trade. You can see that information on the website as well. And if you lived in North America and you wanted to give me a call, by all means, you can just look me up on Google, Physical Digital NFT. You can see my house address where I record my YouTube videos. You can see my phone number, business hours, which aren't really accurate because I work stupid hours, but I love what I do. So feel free to reach out. I love meeting new people.
Okay, Josh. Well, thanks for giving me the time to do this interview. Yeah, I hope people enjoy this. This was a small interview with Josh Psylock of Physical Digital. We're going to put a link beneath this video for his Mint site. I think there's only 45 left now, Josh, are there?
Around that.
chance is pretty big that it's sold out before we're going to put this on YouTube or on our website. Josh, thank you very much, and I hope
Thank
to
you
talk
so
to
much.
you soon. Okay, goodbye, buddy.
Bye.